first started high school, I honestly thought school was pointless. I didn't think I'd learn anything useful, and I especially thought school was a waste of time. Sitting in classrooms for hours, doing homework every night, and studying for tests felt like a chore. After a while, my motivation slowly disappeared. It felt easier to give up than to try. I struggled with surrounding myself with the wrong people and wanted nothing more but to fit in. I struggled believing that hard work really mattered because I didn't see immediate results. Every assignment felt stressful, and every bad grade made me think I just wasn't good enough. Instead of pushing myself, I started doing the bare minimum just to get by. But over time, something changed. I started noticing that the students who worked hard were not necessarily the smartest people in the room. They were just the ones who kept trying even when things got difficult. I realized that school was not only about memorizing facts or passing tests, it was about teaching discipline, responsibility, patience, and how to overcome challenges. One moment that really changed my mindset was when I worked hard for a class I was struggling in and ended up earning a grade I was proud of. For the first time, I felt what it was like to accomplish something through effort instead of luck. That feeling showed me that hard work actually does pay off. It might not happen overnight, but every bit of effort builds into something bigger. Now I see school differently. It's not perfect and it's definitely not always fun, but it prepares people for the future in ways they do not always notice right away. I learned that growth comes from struggle and success comes from consistency. Hard work matters because it shapes the kind of person you become. Looking back, I'm glad I didn't give up on myself. And if I could give anyone advice, it would be grades don't define how smart you are. They just show the amount of effort you put into school. Because at the end of the day, you get what you pay for. So expecting to pass or get good grades gets you nowhere when you're not willing to put in the effort or hard work, which is what my problem was. Another thing I mentioned earlier was always surrounding myself with people I knew weren't good for me, as well as wanting to fit in. You really do become who you surround yourself with. I really never believed this until I lived it myself, and the scariest part was I didn't even realize that I was changing so much. Until one of my friends who was really good to me told me I was better than the life I was living. That's when I kind of started wanting to change and wanting better for myself. That's when I realized who I hang out with really defines who I become. But the best thing you can do is to just be yourself, and the right people will come into your life. Be bold, do things you never thought you could do. Be the goofy kid who's not afraid to be themselves. Be outgoing, be kind to other people because you never know what someone could be going through. And lastly, surround yourself with good people who want what's best for you and want to see you grow. Because believe it or not, the world is filled with people who would rather see you fall than see you fly. Having loving people by your side throughout your life is such a blessing. You'll start to view things differently and have a more positive perspective on life, especially when it gets hard. God is truly the one to thank for everything good I have and all the loving family members and friends that have been put into my life.